Hey, Twyla.
Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How about cooking up some chili Smith beans? I just made that up. You can probably tell.
You
Okay.
did.
All right.
Well, we're still celebrating spring, and I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah.
And I'm thrilled to death. I'm going to show you. You know, we get invited to these things like, oh, we're having a barbecue this time of year.
Right.
Our pool's finally open this time of year. Or, oh, we're having a church thing, or after church deal. I'm going to show you how to be the hero of anything you go to, no matter what they're serving. If they're serving vegan stuff, if they're serving ribs, it doesn't matter. You take this and you're a hit. What we're going to do is, this is very, very quick way to do some barbecued beans that we call our super powerful, wonderful, aromatic, and these happen to be speckled bayo beans.
Oh, one of my favorites.
Me too. I love these beans. You may have noticed these are already cooked, and that's new in our line for the local people because we have to freeze them. We don't can anything because we don't like to. So these are called just beans. And you help me with the name by calling them JCB beans. Just what?
Just cooked beans, because we just cooked them, but that's all it is they're just beans. They're just cooked beans. There's no salt, there's no sugar, there's no oil. So you can take those JCBs and you can do whatever you want. Maybe you want to make a dessert. Maybe you want to make a cheese sauce, a vegan cheese sauce made out of beans. There's a lot of things you can do, so it's up to you. Use your creativity. We've already done the cooking for you, or you have, wrong pronoun. You've already done the cooking, and then create something fun. And send us a picture of what you cooked, because we want to have a whole wall of, look what so-and-so made, look what so-and-so from Massachusetts made, look what so-and-so from Florida made.
I love that.
All right.
We're getting some now, but we want to get more, so thank you very much. So what we started with were speckled bayo beans. Now these are grown locally right up the road at the Capal family ranch, who's one of our favorite growers. They do a great job with this. And this story, every bean has a story, but this one is the family started this, the grandfather did, in 1915. So they've been growing things for a long time off the Sacramento River, and this is one of them. It's a very rare bean and very difficult to grow in certain sections, and they do a great job for us. We cook the beans, and the way that we do it is we do essentially the same thing that we teach you, just in bigger units, but we're going to pressure cook these beans for 42 minutes. Then they're going to be sometimes they'll be a little bit al dente. We're going to take them, what we did in this is we just then transfer them over, mostly beans, very little aquafaba, and we put them in. Now, your part is this. You're getting ready to go to the party, you're getting ready to go to the barbecue, or maybe even better, you do it right in front of everybody. You're going to need two things. One, some beans, whether you cook them or we cook them, either way. We like speckled bayo for this, but you could use probably 15 or 20 of our beans. The other thing we like is our slather sauce. This is a sauce whose formula actually came from a lovely couple that we met up north in Chico in Paradise some while ago, and they have allowed us to make this sauce that they made for generations. We're going to take this as a tomato base. It does have some fruit juice in it. It does have a little bit of brown sugar in it, and it does have a little bit of seasoning in it. So we get our beans hot, as you can see in here. And if I start with a pound of beans, that's going to end up being about 3 pounds of product, and that would take a whole jar. But because I've only got a pound of cooked beans, I'm going to add half of that. I'm going to put that slather. Woo! You notice the difference in the aroma? Wow! This is just delicious. So now what we're doing is we've heated the beans, and we want them to be hot. We do not want them to be overly wet, because this sugars, and from the natural sugars that are in the fruit juices and the little bit of brown sugar that we add, are going to caramelize. They're going to add a great deal in aroma. You just put this off to the side. You ever wonder when you go to a barbecue party and they got that big rotisserie thing over here and somebody's over there with ribs and greasy stuff dripping and smoking and burning, and then over on the side on some of those units they have one little burner by itself. go to that burner, just like I have here. And while they're cooking, you just start with this, and I will guarantee you more people will come to your side to say what's cooking than they will over here. So we just let this cook for a while. Now, what I'm doing is I'm continuing to stir so it does not stick. And it's done. So now we take this thing and set it down on low, and we're done. This is your beans. You can see the beans are intact. It's just in a wonderful sauce. It's aromatic and extremely flavorful, and I'm going to serve a little bit here. Give this a sniff, Twyla. Twyla, where are you?
Coming, coming. I can smell it.
Doesn't that smell good?
Ooh, delicious.
Yeah, so there's nothing fancy about this. This is just, I think, the simplest backyard barbecued recipe we could have. It's just beans, right?
Just beans.
No additives, no nothing. None of that canned, I almost said
I know what you almost said, yeah.
So it's none of that. It's just pure beans that have been frozen that we thawed before we did this. You heat them, unless you're cooking them fresh over here.
Right.
And you're adding a little bit of slather sauce, which is just a marvelous all-purpose, like a South Carolina, used to be on the table as a condiment type sauce. Goes on anything. You can put it on eggs, put it on vegetables, put it on... Children will eat their veggies when you do...
I'm thinking baked potatoes, like stuffed baked potatoes with these beans.
Good idea.
Okay.
Good idea.
All right.
I love the smell of that. That good?
On a carrot dog? What do you think?
You know that our carrots, you know where this flavoring for those carrot dogs comes from, right? It's
right
from
here.
Those.
That's
you know
exactly
that
right.
We cook them in that sauce. That's what makes them, that's what you're reminiscing.
That's exactly what I'm thinking of. That was so good. We had the carrot dogs available, yes, in the slather sauce.
That's right.
That's exactly what it reminds me of.
A little chili over the top. You are in heaven.
So good.
The church may have you as a deaconette.
Oh, really?
You told me to stop talking a long time ago. All right, so that's it. Thank you all very much. We want to welcome you to spring, welcome you again to Chili Smith. Anything that we can help you with, we're happy to do. You can email me at steve@chilismith. You can reach Twyla at Twyla, which is difficult to spell, at Chili Smith. Let us know that you're looking for a particular recipe or anything you'd like for us to show, because we're coming into summer season. We are going to show some of the chuck wagon things, and we're going to take this show on the road and go outside a little bit, and we're going to have some fun with this. So we really need to hear from you, because this show is not about us. This show is about you. What your needs are, what your flavors are, what your health challenges are, what your kids like, what, you know, everything that comes along that way. So please subscribe to us and hit the like button so that we can let you know when we have a new thing ready to go. So thanks very much for joining us. God bless you.
See you next time.